Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Macy, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation Stick. I'm wearing it right now, so if you want to see how I got this look, please stay tuned. But I also do have a little bit of news for you guys in upcoming videos that I'm going to be posting on my channel. I'm going to try to include things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone. As you know, most of my reviews and tutorials have been with like BB creams and CC creams and lighter weight type of things, and I don't really talk a lot about like highlighters or eyeshadow palettes or like lippies. So those are things that I kind of want to start including in my YouTube videos from here on now. I kind of want to go a little bit out of my comfort zone to try to be more diverse and inclusive for you guys, because I think as my channel is growing, there's just so many people using so many different things that not everybody is into like the super quick 5-minute natural makeup. People want more. That's why I'm so excited to be filming this video today, because usually when I go into a store, this is not a product that I'm typically going to be reaching for. So this is out of my comfort zone, and I think it's kind of just going to help me grow as an influencer, and it's also going to help you guys get a better understanding of like different products so you can be conscious buyers and consumers. So enough rambling, let's jump into this. This is like my try-on slash first time impression review of the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation Stick. But along with this, I have a couple other things Milani that I want to kind of talk about and show you guys as well. But this is the only thing that I'm going to be talking about today that I have never used before. Everything else I have used, so I kind of want to just talk about it since I just kind of want to make this like a Milani focus video, I guess. I don't know. I apologize for my dog currently scratching at the door. He so desperately wants to come back inside, but he can't right now. So before I go in with this foundation, I just want to talk about one product that I've actually am surprised that I have been loving it, but I have been loving it, from Milani. This is the Soft Focus Glow. This is a complexion enhancer. I don't know. This is just like a cool, I don't know, it's just cool to me. It's moisturizing, it has hyaluronic acid, it has brightening rose water, and it has soothing cucumbers. This is something that I've been jumping for like a lot to put underneath of like my foundations or like CC creams, different things like that. I think this is really good if you're going in with a more like medium to full coverage foundation that's kind of thicker, that's gonna kind of make you more matte. But if you kind of want the more full coverage look without the matteness, I think that you would also very much enjoy this product. So it kind of comes in this cool little bottle. It does have a lid on it, but I already took it off. And it kind of has like a little pumper. I thought this was cool, so let me just kind of play with this real quick. Let me show you what this looks like. I think they only have one shade in this. I don't actually know that for sure. Let me kind of just like rub this in so you guys can see that. I don't even think you can see that because it's literally so close to my skin tone. But what I like about this, it is kind of more illuminizing, but it's not like a flecks of glitter type of luminosity, if that's the word that I want to go for. This is kind of just like more of like a pearly, like lit with from within type of glow. So let me just throw this on my face so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm not even sure it's going to pick up on the monitor, but I've been enjoying this. Kind of has like a little bit of a tint to it, so it gives you like a little bit of coverage, but it's very slim amount of coverage. But it kind of just makes you look more like, I don't know, healthy. Makes me look like I actually drink how much water I'm supposed to. That's what I feel like this product does. Okay, moving on. So I guess I'm just gonna go in and try this out. I'm gonna try to do this 2 different ways. I'm gonna use my brush probably for one half of my face, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge with the other half of my face. I just think, I swatched this on the back of my hand earlier, I just think with how like creamy, if I want to use that word, like how creamy and thick this is, that I'm gonna not be able to like put this in with my hands. So that's just like out of the question. Okay, let me clean my hand off first. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with one half of my face. I'm gonna try this half with a brush, and then I'm gonna try this other half of my face with a sponge. So let's jump into this. Oh, I never used this before. Obviously I've said that 10 times. So I don't know quite how much of this to use, so I think I might just start there. And we can always build it up if we need to. So I think this is a very matched shade for me. I like when things are more of like a fuller coverage. I want them to match my face. Usually when you go for like a more lightweight type of coverage, you can kind of go a little bit darker, add a little bit of bronziness to your skin. But I think if you're going with like a more full coverage look, something that matches your skin just is more flattering than something that doesn't match your skin. This one is in the color 210 Creamy Nude. For all of you pale people out there wondering what it is, that's what it is. Okay. So as you can see, I might try to put a little bit more underneath my under eye because I didn't really put a lot there. But I don't know, I just think that this just looks so nice under like heavier types of foundation because you can kind of still see, you know, some like glowiness coming through. I just don't look as like drained down, and especially me having super dry skin, I don't like super heavy cakey foundations like this because I feel like they kind of just like dry into all my like dry skin patches and different things like that. So let me try to put a little bit more under my under eye. Since this is a foundation and a concealer, I'm going to use it as such. The only thing I am noticing with this product is you really, really have to blend. It takes a little bit of work to kind of get it to settle into your skin, but once you do, I just think it looks very nice. I think this is just something great to kind of add into my makeup collection because, as like I talked about a little bit before, I want to kind of go outside my comfort zone a little bit and try things that I usually wouldn't, but I think this is gonna be like a nice staple to add into my makeup bag for whenever I want a more full coverage look, when I need to like go out, if I'm gonna go to a wedding or like, I don't know, anything, honestly. So I'm gonna go in the other side with this with my beauty sponge. I think this is just from e.l.f. And we'll see how this works covering my little zit-me's I have on my face. So this beauty sponge is pretty dampened already. Wow. Okay, so I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this with the sponge. I think that you're gonna have to spend like literally all day blending this in with the sponge. I mean, I think the coverage with the sponge is better than a brush, but if you're gonna do this with a sponge, be prepared to bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Okay, now that I am done blending this side, I think that might be the only downfall about this. I think it is just like so creamy and you really have to take your time blending, that maybe like a beauty sponge might not be the best thing. But I mean, if you do want to take your time, I think you can get kind of like a more fuller coverage look with this. But I mean, you can always also build this up. I just want to go in a little bit more under my under eye on this side, just because I think this side is a little bit more covered up than this one right now. Blend, 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 blend. Okay, I'm gonna stop blending now. I mean, all in all, I think this did really good. I think this is like a good medium to full coverage. If you want to build it up a little bit, I think you can get to full coverage if you are gonna build foundation. I mean, you could see I had some acne on my chin. I'm sure if I went in with some more of this, I could cover this even better, but I'm not gonna do that because this is probably like the most coverage my face has ever had, so I'm not mad at it. But you can build this up to a full coverage. I definitely think so. I just want to make sure this is all blended in. I do have very dry skin, and for this being like a more drier, creamier thing, I'm not actually mad at it. I don't think it's like setting an ND of like my dry patches or anything, so I think this actually did a really good job, and I'm really still loving how this looks like underneath of it. I think it just kind of adds like a little bit of extra I think this just adds like a little bit of extra glow that you're that you might miss out on a little bit if you have dry skin just from using this alone, because I think this is like a more of like a thicker, drier formula. But I mean, it claims to be medium to full coverage, so it's going to be a little bit thicker and drier. So now I kind of want to play around with this a little bit and kind of see how this does with cream and powder products, to kind of see how it does a little bit. Before I go into that, I think I'm just going to do my eyebrows really quick, just because I feel a little weird without those done. Okay, so I finished just putting my eyebrow gel on. This is just the eyebrow gel that I use literally every single day. This is 100% Pure's Green Fiber Brow Builder, and this is in the color Soft Brown, if you're wondering what I did with that. Let me kind of like stick with a little bit. Let me stick with like kind of eyes. So I also have this mascara from Milani. This is the highly rated mascara. This is 111. If you want to look it up. It's just a black mascara. I've been using this for the past couple weeks, and I've actually been pleasantly surprised with this. I've actually been reaching for it like just about every single day. The only reason that I'm drying this out is I'm personally not a fan of like super wet mascaras, and I feel like when you have a new mascara, they're always like super wet and clumpy, so I kind of just try to like dry it out a little bit so it doesn't clump as much on my eyelashes, if you're wondering what in the world I am doing. I am wearing clothes, by the way. This is just a tank top that is very similar to my skin color, so I look a little bit naked, but I am not. This is a PG video. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My camera decided to die in the middle of me applying this mascara. So I did just finish putting it on. So as you can see, it kind of just added like a little bit of length. Not really a lot of volume, just some length to my eyelashes. I mean, naturally, I don't have like super short eyelashes, but I don't have like extremely long eyelashes, so I think this does very well. It's kind of just something, you know, it's like a drugstore brand. Pick it up. I've just been enjoying this mascara a little bit recently, compared to the old one that I was using. I think this has a lot more lengthening abilities, so enough with that. Another product that I do have from Milani, this is their Baked Powder Blush. This is in the color Luminoso 901. They did send me this in like a little package, so I think the baked blushes that you buy are a lot bigger than this, but I'm not positive. I don't know though, because I don't know, this one just got sent to me, so I'm gonna go in and try this a little bit. I'm just gonna go in with an I think this is a normal blending brush. This is actually a very pretty color. It kind of looked very orange, but I don't know. Let me kind of show you guys this. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of just a really, it's kind of like a mix in between like a pink, an orange, and I'm kind of getting some like nude vibes from this too, so I don't know. Just a mix of all the colors. So let's see how this does applied to the cheek. So you barely have to go in with any product to get a lot of payout. I'm just gonna kind of go in and blend this down a little bit because that was a lot. Yeah, like I'm like barely tapping my brush to this. You can see like in here how much. You can just like really see how like concentrated that is. So. Like, holy wow. This has a lot of color payout for literally nothing. I'm like kind of impressed. I'm not super into like powdered blushes, but considering the kind of foundation that we put on, I feel like powder is appropriate, and plus it was Milani and it fits in with the theme of the video, so why the heck not? I don't know, I kind of want to like mess around with this a little bit more. I feel like this might be like pretty as like an eyeshadow type as well, but I'm not going to jump into that right now. So I think I'm going to try to go in with some bronzer. I wanted to try two types of bronzer. So I wanted to try like a cream bronzer to kind of see how this did with a cream, and then I also have a powder bronzer, which I think it's going to do perfectly fine with a powdered bronzer considering it was good with this powdered blush. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this cream blush. This is from Au Naturel, and this is in the color Latte. I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to do the cream on this side and the powder on this side. So just kind of see how this does with the two different types. I mean, I think it did well with that. I don't think there's really any reason it didn't do good. Ah, my neck. If you guys are wondering why I'm putting so much bronzer on my neck, it's because I went on a kayaking trip and my face got super sunburned and my chest got super sunburned. You can kind of still see my tan line, and my neck stayed pasty white because, I don't know, just I guess like the angle of kayaking, the sun coming down, hit your face and your neck, but like none of your... It hit your face and your chest, but none of your neck. There we go. I need to learn how to talk. Okay, so that was the cream bronzer. You can't even see any of it because my hair is in the way. I mean, I thought I did good with that. Now, we're going to go in with the powder one. I'm pretty confident it's going to do good with this, but let's try it. The powder bronzer I am using is from 100% Pure. This is their Cocoa Pigmented Bronzer. This is in the color Cocoa Kissed. So, this is like my all-time favorite powdered bronzer. Like, you wouldn't catch me dead without this in my makeup bag. Even though I haven't been... the light over here is horrible. Even though I haven't... Let me move a little closer. Even though I haven't been reaching for this as much because I've been super into like the cream bronzers, this is still my favorite all-time powdered bronzer. My holy grail of powder. I'm trying to like cancel out this light over here so you guys can like see, but it's hard. Okay guys, so my thoughts about this stick foundation. I'm actually very impressed on how it did with my skin, considering how dry my skin is and how kind of like a drier, more thicker, creamy consistency this is. I thought it laid down really good. It's not settling in any dry patches of my skin. I mean, obviously you can still see a little bit of my dark circles coming through, and obviously it's not going to take away bumpiness, like the texture that I have down there. But I mean, if you can cover my dark circles a little bit, I think that you did a good job, because I got some hardcore dark circles, let me tell you. Over here is where I applied the cream bronzer. I think it honestly did well with that. It didn't have any like weird reaction with creams. And I did the powder blush and the powder bronzer over here. It did very well with powders as well, which I figured it would. This is a more like dryish, creamy consistency. So I don't know. I give this foundation a thumbs up. I think it did really well. It's not something that I'm gonna reach for every day. That's just personal preference with me, because I kind of like a more like lighter type of look, but this is something that I would definitely be reaching for if I'm gonna go to like a wedding or like a party or whatever. Something where I want to look a little more glammed up. So guys, I'm gonna cut this video here shortly, just because this has kind of been like a longer video compared to what I usually do, but I'm excited to kind of transition into this more all over, more diverse YouTube channel. I want to try out, you know, stuff from CC and BB creams all the way up to like full coverage foundation, as long as it's vegan and cruelty free. And I do also like to do green beauty as well, but I will let you guys know, you know, like today this was vegan and cruelty free. If I do like a green beauty video, I will obviously mention that in the video. I kind of want to get some more like eyeshadow palettes and lippies in my hands, so I can experiment with them a little bit and let you guys know, because I think the average everyday person puts on a little bit more makeup than I do, so I kind of don't want to like not try out products and not judge products just because I don't use them every day. I want to make sure that my channel is kind of like incorporating everyone and what everybody uses, so that's kind of where I want to go forward with my YouTube channel. And if that sounds like something that's good to you, give this a thumbs up, and please click the subscribe button, and if your heart feels drawn to, click the little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. So if you guys have anything you want me to try that's vegan and cruelty free, please comment it down below, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.